Hello students, I am Ajay Pandey here to bring a revision class of physics of chapter light. At the end of the class, if you have any doubt, you can contact us my contact number. So let me start our classes with light chapter, reflection and refraction. So let's be start our first chapter, and that is light. So we all are know that what is light. So light is generally the form of energy that provides sensation of vision. That means due to light we can enable to see any object. यानी कि हम लाइट की वजह से किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट्स को देख सकते हैं एंड देयर आर सम फिनोमिनाज related with the light, and that means we say that is possible due to a light. What is image formation by mirrors, the twinkling of stars, beautiful colors of rainbow, bending of light by a medium, and there are many other phenomena like why is sky is blue and why the reddish appearance of sun. So that these all are the phenomena is associated with the light. Clear? So let's introduce what are the properties, how to identify and how to characterize the what is light. So there are the specific properties, and that should be the electromagnetic waves. The first one is what? The electromagnetic waves. That means there should be no requirement of, does not require any medium. So those waves which are not required any medium, these are called electromagnetic wave. So second one is light tends to travel in a straight line. That means light is always travel into a straight line. Light has dual nature. That means the light is always having a dual nature, generally wave as well as particle. That means light and follows both types of properties. And the spatial one, that should be not studied in the last class or previous classes. So light casts shadow. That means कि light की वजह से shadow create होता है. And the last and the most important is the speed of light is maximum in vacuum, and that it should be 3 into 10 power. That should be 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. So let's be the next is the some phenomena, that means some process due to occurred by light. So these are the some most important phenomena, and that is the reflection, refraction, and it should be here, and absorption, and some others like scattering and atmospheric refraction and dispersion, polarization, interference. But in our syllabus only reflection, refraction, scattering of light, dispersion of light, and that's it. So let's be talk about in briefly and next upcoming session of the videos. So there are the some phenomena. Firstly the reflection, refraction, and let's be talk about. Now the next the most important phenomena is that is reflection, and that is due to the bouncing back of light when it strikes on a polished surface like mirror. So that means one thing is, remember that when a light is falls on a polished surface, if the light is falls on any other surface, then there should be no chance of bouncing back. So that means the light must be fall on the polished surface or reflecting surface. And how to get identified the phenomena is reflection is occurred. So there are some laws of reflection. So the first one is to get the proper understanding by the diagram. So look at this diagram, and that is a polished surface, and that is incident ray, and the incident rays, that is the upcoming rays which is fall on a surface, and another ray is the reflected rays, and that is the bouncing back layers, and a dotted line which is drawn from the center, that is called normal. And the angle of incidence is what? The angle between the normal rays and the incident ray is called angle of incidence, and the angle between the normal and reflected rays is known as angle of reflection. So the first laws is the very important and is very easy. The incident ray, and the reflected ray, and the reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. That means this is the point of incidence. This is the point of incidence. Sorry. So this is the point of incidence, and so that is a same plane for the incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal. So these all are the lie at a same point or same plane. And the second one is the written is here, angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So that is, remember one thing, the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection, and that should be written as angle I is equal to the angle R. Clear? So that should be written in the form of mathematical. So now the next is the most important things and the very important question for the board exams, that is a type of images or the difference between the types of images. So there are two types of images that should be on a screen, real images and virtual images. And the real means the real, actual. So that is formed by when light rays actually meets. So real images are what? When the light rays actually meets, that is a real image formed. Virtual image is what? Formed when light rays appear to meet. That means there are light rays not actually meet, but we can feel that appears to meet. That means they can meet. Clear? So these types of images are virtual images, and the real images can be obtained on a screen. That means the real images must be the formed on the screen, but virtual images can't be obtained on a screen. That means virtual images can't be obtained on the screen. So real images, and another point is always are inverted, and the virtual images are always erect. Clear? So the example of the real images, image formed on a cinema screen and formed by concave mirror. So these are the example of real images, and the example image by plane mirror and the convex mirror is virtual images. So remember one thing, the real images, the rays actually meet, but virtual images, light appears to meet. And for real images, the screen is requirement, and for virtual images there should be no screen. And the real images always inverted, and the virtual images are always erect. Clear? So let's be the next, and the next is the what? The mirrors. What are the mirrors? The mirrors are a transparent medium of a glass whose one surface is polished. यानी कि मिरर क्या है? मिरर एक ऐसा ट्रांसपेरेंट मीडियम है ग्लास का जिसका एक सरफेस पॉलिश रहेगा. यहाँ पे दो टाइप के मिरर्स होते हैं, फर्स्ट वन प्लेन मिरर और सेकंड वन spherical mirror. So let me talk about the plane mirror. So how do images are formed by plane mirror? Let me see in this pictures. So M dash is what? The mirror, and the AB is object. A first ray is going to the mirror and passing through the C points, and that should be drawn by dotted line, and that should be going straight. Another ray is coming from the point A and fall on a point O, and after its reflection is going like OY. If we drawn the reflected rays at back side, so that the dotted line is OA dash, that is a OA dash, and there should be the rays meted, the image should be formed. So one thing important, and that it should be remember for the future, if any two rays that are the reflected or may be refracted meet anywhere the image should be formed. Clear? So in that case there should be on the point A dash both rays are meted. So that means the image formed at A dash. Clear? And here we could remember that, and we could recognize that the rays are not actually meted, so the image must be type of virtual. What? Virtual. And if the image should be virtual, then it must be erect. Same, the size of the image is always in a plane mirror is size of image is equal to the size of object. That means कि जितना बड़ा ऑब्जेक्ट होगा उतना ही बड़ा आपका इमेज का साइज होगा. इमेज इज फॉर्म्ड एज फार बिहाइंड द मिरर. दैट मीन्स कि जितनी डिस्टेंस पे आपका इमेज था, सॉरी ऑब्जेक्ट था, उतनी ही डिस्टेंस पे आपका इमेज होगा. And the fourth one is the most important, is the laterally inverted. Lateral inversion is what? The right side of the objects appears left side of the image and vice versa. यानी दैट मीन्स कि राइट साइड का जो ऑब्जेक्ट्स है वो इमेज में लेफ्ट साइड में दिखाई देगा, और जो लेफ्ट साइड में ऑब्जेक्ट है का पार्ट है वो इमेज में राइट साइड में दिखाई देगा. दैट शुड बी here is written as vice versa. So what is the example of the lateral inversion and what are the application in daily life? You can see in the ambulance in front of the written by the inversion letter. So our next topic, spherical mirror, start in the next class. I hope you all are understand the today's class. If you have any doubt, you can contact at my contact number 8052362651. I hope you all are understand. Thank you everyone, and keep safe.